Assalamualaikum and hi. Today we are very excited to present our group assignment under planning and recruitment topic. Before we start, let me introduce you of my team members. Firstly, Nur Amadin Aisyah binti Mat Daud. Secondly, is me Asyatul Hasmah binti Mamat. Thirdly, Nur Adila Syuhada binti Abdul Aziz. Fourth, Nabila Huda binti Rosti. And lastly, Siti Aina Sofia binti Mat Rofi. Human Resource Management HRM acts as an essential foundation for the success and sustainability of the education sector in Malaysia. Among its main functions are recruitment, selection, training and succession planning in recruiting the qualified educators. These functions are crucial to ensure consistent and efficient education quality. Let's move to the importance of HRM that strengthen the Malaysian Education Blueprint 2015 until 2025. First, how educational institutions meet their recruitment needs. Secondly, HRM plays important role in addressing issues such as teacher shortage as well as preparing for leadership succession in higher education. Therefore, a strong and strategic HRM approach can build a strong and future-ready education workforce. In addition, the integration of digital tools into HR processes such as online applications, virtual interviews and digital onboarding also has further increased the efficiency and reach of recruitment effort. However, it also presents new challenges like firstly, school infrastructure. Some schools don't have strong internet or good systems for online hiring, especially in rural areas. Secondly, privacy concerns. Recruitment via online will hard to collect and store the personal data like resumes, identity documents, and video interviews of the candidates. Lastly, candidates' originality. Some candidates may copy lesson plans or use fake certificates. It's harder to know who is truly qualified, especially with AI tools and plagiarized less.
My name is Nur Adila Syuhada binti Abdul Aziz and I'm going to present about the importance. Now, let's take a look at how effective planning and requirement drive organizational performance, especially in the education sector. So the first point is they ensure a consistent supply of qualified teacher, which is essential for quality teaching and learning. The next one is this directly improves student achievement and enhance the school reputation, making it more competitive and trusted. The third point is recruitment must align with national frameworks like the Malaysian Education Blueprint to ensure a strategic and transparent process. The fourth point is adopting digital platform has helped make recruitment more efficient. However, it also brings challenges like filtering unqualified candidates and managing technology limitations. The fifth point, which is targeted recruitment, especially in underserved areas like Sarawak, has helped reduce teacher shortage, boosting access to education in rural communities. My sixth point, which is planning and recruitment, support leadership succession, preparing future leaders and ensuring long-term institutionally stability. And finally, all of this contributes to building a competent, stable and motivated workforce, which is the backbone of a high-performing education system. Next, I'm going to present about the strategic importance. The first point, it supports the institution long-term performance. This isn't just about short-term hiring, but it's about building a sustainable workforce that aligns with the organization visions and goals. Next, human resource planning and requirement must align with the national education reform and policies. For example, in Malaysia, aligning with the education blueprint ensures schools contribute to broader national development goals. My third point, strategic requirement also means preparing for the future. It helps develop future leader and successor, ensuring continuity and organizational resilience over time. Next, it enables institutions to solve critical staffing challenges, not just deliver vacancies. For example, in rural or underserved areas, strategic requirement helps close teacher gaps that affect student outcomes. And lastly, strategic planning and requirement help enhance retention and workforce quality. A motivated, stable and skilled workforce leads to better educational outcomes and reduce costly turnover.
Best practices in teacher recruitment. Many schools in Malaysia, especially in remote areas, are facing teacher shortages. One effective real-world example of tackling teacher shortages in Malaysia can be seen in Sarawak. Sarawak, a large state with many rural and hard-to-reach areas, has long faced challenges in recruiting and retraining qualified teachers. To address this, the Ministry of Education launched a focused recruitment initiative. Under the initiative, selected teachers are offered 2 years contract with structured onboarding support. This includes accommodation assistance, induction program, and sometimes even incentive for teaching in remote area. What's important here is not just hiring, but also supporting teachers once they arrive. Many teachers posted to rural Sarawak previously struggled with adapting to a selected environment. But with onboarding and proper planning, they now receive the guidance and encouragement needed to stay longer. This initiative shows that a well-planned strategy, one that goes beyond just filling vacancies, can make a real difference. By understanding the local context and supporting teachers holistically, Sarawak has made progress in improving education access for its rural communities.
When we talk about human resource management in education, we often focus on recruitment, qualification, and credential. But true HR success is not just about hiring, it is about engagement. How we engage with candidates and how we support them through the journey make all the difference. A standout example is the PPD pada Modal 2035 Substitute Teacher Initiative, a program that goes beyond filling temporary gaps. It offers comprehensive human-centered approach to engaging postal educators. Let's take a look at engagement pillar. First, it begins with transparent communication. This means providing candidates with a clear understanding of their role, the expectation, and the recruitment process. From job scope to application timeline, clarity builds trust and empower applicants to make confident, informed decisions about their career. Next, the initiative emphasizes inclusive opportunity. It actively welcomes a broad spectrum of candidates from fresh graduate to experienced professionals and even mid-career change. By doing so, it broadens the talent pool and ensures diversity in classroom, a key ingredient for a right learning environment. But engagement does not end at the job offer. Through connection come with professional support, benefits like medical coverage, annual leave, and social security contribution may seem standard. But in reality, they show the institution commitment to teacher well-being, stability, and growth. Lastly, digital accessibility. To further enhance accessibility, the program have embraced digital platform. From online application to virtual interview, the recruitment journey is streamlined, modern, and efficient. It is especially impactful in rural or underserved areas where distance and logistics often limit access. The PPD Kuala Muda initiative reminds us that effective engagement is the foundation of a resilient education workforce. It is not just a process, it is a promise to support educators at every stage, and it doing so uplift the entire education system.
Strategic HR planning and transparent recruitment process are essential for addressing teacher shortage and enhancing student learning outcomes. Firstly, practical contribution. The research offers practical guidance for policymakers and school administrators. Second, effective strategies. The finding aim to inform more effective recruitment and retention strategies based on input from school management. Third, role of stakeholder. Teacher unions play a key role, but resistance to reform can slow the progress. Effective planning and recruitment are vital components of human resource management in international schools. By focusing on structured, transparent, and data-driven recruitment process, schools can attract and retain qualified and competent teachers. So basically, this planning helps to address key challenges such as teacher shortage, disparities in teacher quality, and delays in training initiative. Addressing recruitment challenge through strategic improvement is key to achieve long-term sustainability and excellence in education. Better recruitment and retention strategies use perspective from school management to design more effective and practical HR strategies to recruit and retain qualified teachers. So first is stakeholder collaboration. Involve key stakeholders like teacher unions, but also manage resistance to reform that could block progress. Second is collaborative HR strategies. Promote collaboration among schools, policymakers, and HR professionals to build a more stable and effective teaching workforce. Third is data-driven decision-making. Base HR decisions on accurate data to improve planning and strategy. In conclusion, improving planning and recruitment practice is critical to addressing the ongoing challenge faced by international schools, such as teacher shortage and inconsistency in quality.